BBC London's 94.9's Ian Wade was actually on the Underground when the incident occurred. He joins me now. Morning, Ian.
Hi, John.
Where were you? Were you on one of the trains, or
I was
what?
actually on the train it happened to, John. We come in from Foster, so I was on the Piccadilly line. It was running slow all morning. I knew I was going to be late in. And we had just left King's Cross station. I'd say we was 200 metres outside of King's Cross, and an almighty bang. Lights went out. Soot filled the actual carriage we was in, and people started screaming and all sorts. And then the emergency electricity come on. We was in the actual carriage about 15 minutes. They started filing us out. They shut the line down, all the electricity, and the officials have walked us down. Now, as I was walking, I asked one of the officials what happened, and he said one of the electric overhead lights, he thinks, fell down and hit the front of the train. I mean, there's people here crying. We was actually on the train. It happened.
Was
there
panic on the train when that bang happened and when those lights went out? There must have been panic.
To be honest with you, people were silent for about 15, 20 seconds. You couldn't believe it. It was. Some people were saying, "Oh my God, help me," and all sorts, screaming, banging on the doors, and others were saying, "No, don't open anything. If there's a fire outside, we're going to be dead in minutes. If there's smoke coming in." But people generally were very, very good. You know, there was people keeping people calm and saying, "Look, we're all right. There's no fire. You know, hang on."
How long were you in the dark for?
I would say 15 minutes. But the train was absolutely, which is normal, absolutely packed. So, I mean, there's people seated. It was the busiest train I've ever been on anyway, because it was running slow. So it couldn't have happened at a worse time. But it was almost like a bomb going off. It was just a boom. And I thought the windows had come in, as I say, but it wasn't the case at all.
So there was
covered in soot, though.
Yeah, covered in soot, but no actual damage to the train in terms of windows in or carriages crushed?
Not in the carriage I was in, John, but
right.
I didn't see the whole train, so I don't know, mate, honestly.
How about injuries? Any injuries?
Well, I'm just looking over. I see someone standing over there. He's got a short-sleeve shirt on, and he's got a lot of cuts on his arm. But that's the first and only one that I've seen actually injured. Other than that, people are sobbing and covered in soot and all sorts.
Where are you at this moment?
Right outside King's Cross station.
Yeah.
We walked back to King's Cross when they got us off the train.
All right. So you walked back down the line, basically, escorted, and it took about 15 minutes for the lights to come on. How long for Underground staff to get to you and say, "Come on, we're walking you out"?
That was it, 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
As soon as we had people, Chinese whispers saying, "Oh, hang on, they're walking us out of the train, they're walking us out of the train." But it was 15 minutes before we actually saw an official who actually opened the door and let us out. They didn't open all the doors, they opened one carriage, and everyone had to walk up to that carriage and get out.
Anything else you can tell me at this point, Ian?
Only that I'm choking, John. Apart from that, not really a lot. I'm going to be late in, by the way.
I don't think we're worried about that. We want you to stay there for the moment until we get a reporter down. If anything else develops, ring us straight back, please, Ian. Thank you very much indeed. Ian Wade, he works...